LPR locations. So they've knocked it back a couple at the moment, but that'll get boosted, like I said, again next week. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you've got any questions, yes. Throw them at me.
Those pictures that you showed.
Yep.
How close can it actually zoom in, say, to get number plates?
From those on, we could zoom right into the number plate if we want to. Yeah.
So from that Western Court one.
Yep, that'll be the same. Yeah.
We'll find the operator and we'll do that.
Sorry.
We'll find an operator.
Yeah, that's right.
So the cameras will zoom out, unless somebody identifies.
That's right. Yeah. So by default, they're zoomed in close enough to pick up rego. Because we've got those multi-sensors around there, like I said, we're still getting the whole scene. So they are zoomed in. We get rego if we need them. But that's depending on what else is going on. If there's something that the police want to look at, they'll be zoomed down, whatever required.
How long they keep?
It's 30 days. Yeah, so people have for 30 days, unless requested by the police or we capture an incident. And then stay for 7 years.
Are there any importing the cameras
Yeah, speed not something.
What about some seatbelt cams, mobile phone?
Not something that we'd be interested in. We would, like I said, on those VCC cameras, set up, the police post it, but it's not something we're actively doing.
Any more questions?
Are the cameras 24/7?
Yes. Yeah. So they all work in low light. So we've got no dramas. Everything we need to at night time.
Just one question. What done by city council? Oh, and the council does.
Well, it's just not something that I guess council perspective without us creating a safe city and doing the right thing. Bodies might have the money to be part of the world. They might have to put their money elsewhere. So
you're not you told me something. You started how many years ago?
16 years ago.
So it's a history.
So what? Sorry,
it's a history thing that we started.
Right, but you don't believe there'd be any camera program in this state would be like police. So it's just not something that they
it's not their prime thing.
No, well, we're there the council to assist what we can help create a safe city. That's just what we do. That's just what we do. We are here to help them.
You have staff money?
Yeah, we do 24/7. I've got 3 guys in there, 24/7. That are just monitoring. I've got myself, and I've got our tech, our admin staff member. There's a team of out on this at the moment. Plus about 3 guys 24/7. Yeah, so the police are in there. We've got a police team. District tasking information. So they're in there. That's the in the state as well. They came about during Commonwealth Games. They did a similar thing where they posted police officers in the camera room. Something that we identified that was really handy for us and for the police, because prior to that, our staff were essentially a bit of a needle in a haystack. They would put cameras trying to find an incident, and then ring the police. Time would pass and get the police radio. This is happening. We identified the opportunity police in the room. That might be able to start it. So there was a 3-month trial, and trial got made permanent after 6 weeks, I think. 6 weeks.
It works very well.
I bet it does.
Basically, we went out here now, and someone said, "My car was you gave me." I could be on this radio. You have your radio, number plate recognition. It's very cool.
And we'd be searching now. And we have operators searching the area.
And they can also go back and see the singing.
Yeah,
they can go back.
It's worth it in the, it's worth it in the, it's worth it.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of the times,
if
we do, when we do find someone, we do traveling wherever we can get whole air, and then up in a few and on top of them. So I think at the moment we're picking up 8 or 9 stolen vehicles. The police have been intercepting.
That'd be in Johnson Road. Johnson Road. Johnson Road in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Might have been wicked, might have been wicked.
One up here, this morning.
Oh, do you see who's dumped the car?
Yeah. The issue we've got is done with main roads. The cameras, we can see a lot of things, but just because we can see it doesn't mean that police are going to be able to do anything. And that's where having deep capture of live, and that's bringing police and everyone else saying, hey, we've just seen this happen, and we're in triple R, the process was too slow, whereas now it's really quickly, and the police in the room sort of sense the urgency rather than talk to someone over the phone. That's really handy. So we're very grateful for what we have.
It's a real plus, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Can I, just something you said to me, if there's video, if someone does something wrong, video of it, and there's video of it, you said 95% of them are guilty. Is that right?
I don't know the actual statistics, but I know that what we do is that generally if there's video evidence of something occurring, it will be one that
It's saving money on the court side. What's it pay if someone dressed like
Okay, any more questions?
Any more questions for
Damien.
Brent? Everybody cleared up with the cameras?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, if you do have anything come up,
Stephen Wright should have the opportunity to have a look at the systems.
yeah, it'd be very different now.
Jeff, you went now.
Yeah, I only went a couple of months ago. It's a very, I think I wrote up something that I put on the Facebook. If you want to know, go back and look on Facebook. It's a very, very impressive room.
Yeah.
It's like 4 or 5 home theatres in one, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got 6 projectors in the room that project onto the wall.
And it's bigger than that, isn't it?
Yeah, they're 3 by 3 or 3 by 4 meters. So the projectors that we use are actually the same projectors they use on the side of the Sydney Opera House. To project pictures and things like that. So they're super high tech, really good. And yeah, so it gives us the ability to have 30 cameras on each wall at any given time. It looks really pretty. Operationally, it's not great, but where they make their money, when there is an incident occurring, we can throw those incidents up full screen on a huge wall, and everyone in the room can see what's going on. So from our perspective, our operators can be liaising with each other, you know, who jumped on what camera, who needs to zoom in, who needs to spin things around, and then police can be behind us in the room, then organising their stuff there. And so
You'd find park damage would be a less problem now with having cameras around.
you'd be surprised.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Station Road at Woodridge is a really good example of when the cameras went in. The cameras went on Station Road just before I started, so probably 6 or 7 years ago. And the incidents there almost stopped. Nothing happened there for a long while, but then they gradually start to pick up again because people just get used to the cameras being there and forget that they're actually there watching them, or think they don't work, or whatever. So the cameras are a great deterrent for people that know that they're there. But your crimes that like your crimes of passion, I guess, assaults, things like that, they'll still happen because people aren't worried. No, they're not thinking, oh, there's a camera there, but they probably won't go and rob a bank in front of the camera. Well, that's probably David's camera bank. Anyway, but yeah, premeditated stuff probably won't happen.
Gene, what about some additional signs so we put cameras in there?
Oh, yeah.
On the poles, isn't there a
Yeah,
little
there's-
notice?
There is cameras on all the poles, yeah. We're sort of, we're just careful about where we put the signs, because we don't want to be putting signs where there's not a camera or where a camera can't see, because the last thing we want is somebody to be in some sort of danger and then go and stand near a sign where they think there's a camera, because then they've got a false sense of security and they're getting assaulted and no one's watching or no one's helping. So yeah, the signs only, we've always only put the signs underneath the cameras. But for the same reason we don't put like dummy cameras up, because if someone were to go and stand under a dummy camera and get assaulted, I'd feel terrible.
I've got one more question. So I haven't asked this question before. I'll answer it now. So out of all the suburbs in Logan, which is the most covered by cameras on main inwards and outwards, I guess? I think it's Forestdale, but it may not be.
Yeah, Forestdale's inwards and outwards, yeah, Forestdale. You can't get in and out now without being seen. We've done the same thing with Eagle Beak. You can't get in and out of Eagle Beak now. Mount Lyon's next on our hit list. In terms of numbers of cameras in a suburb, Woodridge's and being Lee are probably the two that we've got cameras on nearly every corner. Yeah, except for Paradise Road. But we can see Paradise Road, so don't worry too much. But yeah, it's definitely on the list, so we'll see how we go.
Keep in mind too that Forestdale is the jewel in Logan's crown. I'm not joking at all. The amount of crime in this place is negligible compared to everywhere else pretty much. So are there any other suburbs in Logan that would probably have as little crime as Forestdale? No. That's the thing. You live in the best suburb of Logan, we'll say. So having 4 cameras on the main road, that's awesome. Unfortunately, yeah, Paradise Road isn't a priority. I'm not wishing this at all, but if crime was to increase, I'm guessing it would be
Well, there's only
given a
one way
higher
that
priority.
camera's not catching on
Yeah,
Paradise
yeah, on
Road.
the
It's
side,
actually
yeah.
both ways. There's only the one way directly across that.
Yeah, but you got an idea who you're looking for.
Well, that's right. We can still see the
Oh,
type
yeah,
of vehicle that's going in,
exactly.
so it narrows it down for the police.
That's it.
Yeah, and like I say, Forestdale significantly well covered now. You're not getting in now to Forestdale without being seen.
So you don't have any private house in Paradise Road that has registered with your camera?
Not with me, no. We don't do that. That's a QPS thing.
That's pretty.
I'd say there probably would be.
Like a certain person hit a tree down the road down. I took the post down,
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Who has
Do you
access,
need any more of them to fit to your neighbours?
who has access to the camera?
Is anyone who needs any more? of
The
these?
where?
The top of Abbey Street. There's a camera at the top of Abbey Street.
Oh, it must be TMR. So it's-
No, I think it's private.
camera. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. That's right. Oh, okay. Yeah, so there is other cameras obviously on the street side that aren't owned and operated by us. There's the TMR cameras and TransLink. We have spoken to them about linking our systems up. I'm not sure if we've been speaking to them since the beginning of time to try and get that to happen. Having said that, I know the TMR cameras, a perfect example, probably wouldn't be that much benefit to us because they're so high up the poles and they're essentially to monitor the traffic flow. But yeah, like I said, there definitely is cameras around and on ours.
The camera that faces Abbey's is the house next to us, and the police, he's out with police out on a number of occasions.
As Barry said, we've lived here 40 years and we're up different roadway. Johnson Road was dirt road when we lived here. And the change in things, you know, like we had hoons in the service station, we had motorbikes on Johnson Road, and the change is just, it's amazing. It's like, we people that left different roads, they couldn't go up with all the crap that's going on, and it's just wonderful now. We feel so much.
Well, because of
safer.
cameras.
No, but just in general, I think
Okay.
just in general, I think everything's just improved outside of what it was, no doubt. And the hoons, you know, they've gone somewhere else. That's all right, they've gone somewhere.
Chris, me.
It's outside.
I've got 3, maybe.
You're right.
We got 30 red jays of guys hanging at main ball on the weekend. Yeah.
There's one more question people get asked if we could allow people to see the camera feeds so they can monitor traffic themselves. You didn't tell me the answer, so I'm sure this is something people would be interested in. So I'll let Brent answer that.
Definitely not something that we've. It's not within our scope. Firstly, we're there for community safety. That's the scope of my branch and what we do. To do that with 1,000 cameras would be extremely difficult and a lot of work to keep them all up and running. It put a strain on our system to have an additional feed we have to redact to be able to push live to a website. And the advice we've got from our governance team or our information and privacy team is that we'd be breaching the privacy by doing that. So it's not something that we'll ever consider.
Just listening to the conversation, seems to me that one of the things we can do as a community is push the idea of registering our home security.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And
This definitely would make it far easier for the police when they are doing investigations, they can just jump on and see who's got what.
There is a site for that or something, is there?
Well, it wasn't there, but we put it online.
Can you put on the, has it been on Facebook or have I missed it?
Yeah, I'll put it on again.
Yeah, thank you.
Work out how it is.
I missed it.
I might give it you to put on, you might know how to do it better than me.
Thank you.
With that, registering the cameras, you've got your own security system, that would probably only be beneficial to the police if you have a camera that faces out to the street to pick up something. If you've just got cameras that basically do your property, that probably wouldn't be sufficient for the boys, is that correct?
It just depends. I mean, sometimes for us, when people are running away from us, they'll jump into random yards and run through random yards. So knowing about every security system is good for us.
Information is power.
That's it.
That's it.
Yes.
particularly if people with undesirable tendencies of door knocking, see who is home.
Yeah, who isn't. Exactly, and the lot of cameras nowadays, you don't have to spend big money to get good cameras. Even those Ring doorbells that they put on, I've charged a few people just from footage on that. That's great footage for them. I've seen people turning up to try and door handle at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then they realise that the video's there. I see the video and I usually go, I know who that is. But they do work.
Yeah, I've got a system at home.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah.
I deal with a lot of
And they
different
do,
cameras.
as soon as they see them, they turn around.
I think we've got about 5 years. We just put up another 2 before we went away.
Yeah, good. Kmart do really camera as well.
All right. Anybody online got any questions? No? No? Okay.
Fantastic. Awesome. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for asking.
Nothing to do with the camera at all. As you come into Forestdale Drive on the right hand side, we've got our wall that says Forestdale. And it's been like that for well over 12 months. On the cafe side, whose responsibility is that to get that one done?
It's on the council side.
It's right next to the wrong way. You know, the brick wall we got around where it says Forestdale?
Yeah.
It's that tight, it's obviously in my hand, down to that.
Okay.
And the lights sort of false down signs on the other side, sensible.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it is, so if it's not, no, next time.
Okay, so it's been reported.
Sorry?
The council didn't do that, we do it ourselves.
I know we go to ourselves, it's still on council. That was used years ago, and that's on council, it's still on council property.
That's right.
It's still on council property.
It can be.
It's still a council.
Did that got damaged with the?
It got
car
damaged,
A couple of cars have been in them.
yeah, it's been like that for quite a while now. And I just thought maybe it'd be nice if that was fixed.
And maybe I'm ignorant, is that new, that no U-turn there on Johnson Road? Or has it always been there?
Forestdale Drive.
Isn't Forestdale Drive, Johnson Road, Forestdale Drive, this is an accident there recently, wasn't there? And there's a sign saying no, I mean, not that I ever do a U-turn, but I'm not
Well,
going to
we
know.
began to.
It's further back, isn't it, on this slide, isn't it? It says, U-turns only permitted where signed or whatever, so.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and I wonder if that people they see an accident there. There's no, I don't really can't.
Yeah, I don't know why
There's
it's
no
not
route.
there. Why would there be so many accidents at their lights? They see, and
Yeah.
it's a straight road.
I think it's just like everything, they see it go orange, instead of braking, they put the accelerator down.
Happens all the time. Just lately, it's been
And
years.
there's other people jump on lights, so they come across from Johnson Road in the forest, they drive, they shouldn't, because it's a red light. Yeah, just because it stops this way, they still think they can go.
It happens a lot lately.
And then that also interferes with the bit, Johnson Road in the forest, they'll drive, they have to stop, I think they should get stop sign on.
Okay,
Can
anyone?
I'll ask one question? So assuming that there's an accident at that intersection, which there probably will be, it'll be caught on camera. The camera room will probably capture it straight up, wouldn't they? So that would mean a quicker response, more than likely, to help clear everything, and it should be better, shouldn't it?
Be able to see who was at fault.
Yeah, yeah, it just depends on time of day, what else is going on in the city, but yeah. A lot of times not police clearing it, either it's raining paper, things like that, so.
So if someone had an accident there and it was both saying it was each other's fault, the police could then actually look at your cameras, would they be able to pick it up? Would you be able to- Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
They look at it as soon as it got reported.
Yep.
To come across the radio through the guys' computers, the GPS guys, and they let our guys know about it and review it then and then. If they wanted a copy of it, they'd ask for it. A lot of times they probably won't even need it.
Okay. Anyone got any questions for anybody?
So from that, if somebody ran a red light, they charge them for that?
Not that I'll do it.
Yes, like,
Like obviously.
yeah, if I went to a traffic crash there, and now we've got cameras, I would just get on the radio, or I'd probably just phone our guys up in the office there, and I'd just say, tell me what you saw, and they'd review it and say, oh mate, that white car, you ran a red light, you hit that other one. And then you just say to them, mate, we've got cameras here, you ran the red light, here's your ticket. That's pretty much it. That's easier for us, because then it's over with. And then the rest of it, you go, well, it's up to your insurance company now.
That's great. Should be able to get them to- Okay, anyone else, anything? Okay, so.
I got a question, sorry.
Find the book at the door, the attendance register. Okay, that's all fine. So next meeting is.
Hello?
Yep. Yeah, 4th of July. 7 o'clock on the 4th of July.
Just one question, I just remember, you know, when you mentioned the 114118 for car insurance,
Yes.
oh, yes, it's always very expensive, but they're the same, so I'm like, do you think it makes a difference now we have the same one?
Oh, I don't know. That's interesting. Don't know.
I just read it out now.
I don't know. I suppose that depends on the individual insurance company. I suppose that would, yeah, you
Because
definitely.
you know, it's always 4118 and then it's like run down.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I think we said that last time. If we could have our own postcode, it would be great.
I've got a question from Steph Gordon's got a hand up for a question too. I don't know if she's going to come through. Is speak, Steph?
Yeah, hello?
There go.
Yeah, look, I just had a question. Sorry if it's been asked, but if I'm involved in
Sorry, it's so quiet, I can't
an
hear you.
incident,
You hold on a sec, I'll see if I can increase the volume. Okay. Sorry about this, everybody. Unless somebody comes up here who's got better ears than me, can hear what they're saying. I just got to increase the volume.
hello?
No, I'll push the volume still. Sorry, I'm sorry, Steph, I can't hear you. You try again, say it again.
Oh, just got a question. Is that coming through better now?
I can barely hear you. Keep talking and I'll reply to everybody else.
I just wanted to know the process if I'm involved in an incident and how we get the footage for insurance companies.
Okay. Wanted to know if he had, if there's an incident, how we get the footage to the insurance companies.
The insurance companies would have to request it,
Okay.
or they'd have to contact council and request it, or a right to information request.
Okay. Via what request was it?
Right to information.
Privacy information.
Right to information.
Right to
Right to information request. So you got that step? You're right, happy with that?
Yeah, but what if we want the police version? Do we need to log a report with police to get the proper version?
What if we want the police version?
Yeah, same thing. Insurance companies are very, very aware of the process. They do it all the time. So it's just a matter of, if someone's been in an accident, we'll give you the police report number. And then all you have to do is give that to the insurance company, and they will be very aware, just from that report number, how to get everything. The report, any footage.
Okay, right, Steph? Okay?
Yeah, that's good, thanks. Yep.
Okay.
But just make sure it's reported with police then. Thanks.
All right. I'm sorry, I don't know why the volume's so low. We'll get a bigger speaker.
Did you know? Did you say? Okay, right, 10:30 almost, close the meeting. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So there's pens and cards here, which is information on. I think we did it.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Stop the recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter.